Yes, go and get your water. Ah, there we go.
Has it
This one
popped up for
seems
you
to
now?
have gone.
Nothing will ever beat that Spider-Man stream that we did, and we realised that the first hour we were totally silent.
Oh, that was painful.
And we'd said some fucking funny things as well, and they were just gone. They were just lost to the time.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man PS4, I think it was the first one, the first PS4 one. Like, there was some funny stuff about Flash and Iris in Season 3, and it was fucking hysterical, at least for me. I was just saying that Season 3 didn't make sense because, like, there was no way that they would have hated the Speed Mirage duplicate of Barry.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, Iris definitely would have liked it because she would have got 2 vibratey boyfriends. That whole conversation.
Yes, I remember that conversation now.
Yeah. Yeah, it was extremely dumb, but, you know.
Well, at least
is there any other kind of conversation with me? Okay, I can see that your language is English.
Good. Then I can press X and we can start watching the first cutscene immediately.
Yay!
Which, you know, when I first played this game, I was like, okay, skip, let's get to the new game. It'll show me this cutscene anyway. And then when I started it up one time, I was like, oh, wait, it didn't tell me... This is actually something you have to watch, and like...
This is actually important and useful.
The Grand Council of Haven City for
how much time has passed?
Crimes against the people.
Oh, he's fucking been arrested.
Hereby banished to the wasteland for life.
This is a death sentence, Vigor. There must be another way.
Your protest was overruled.
You are hereby banished.
It is dangerous. Now drop the cargo. This is an outrage. I am outraged beyond words. Although I do have something to say. Not everyone agrees with this ridiculous decree.
Yeah. We want a recount.
Oh, I see you wish to join him. Actually, we are not.
And why does Jack have a bird friend now?
Drink lots of water.
That's the.
Jack?
Go back to
that's
the
Onin's.
Sorry, the council is too powerful.
The old wise seer
Just stay
lady.
alive, you hear me? That's an order. Someone will find.
She had that parrot monkey person guy.
Did he talk in the last one?
Yeah, he was basically her interpreter because she like signs instead of speaking.
Oh.
Daxter.
Don't thank me. I'm only here because you wouldn't last a second without me.
Is Daxter staying with him, or is he like, yeah, you know what, fuck that guy?
Now you gotta get us out.
Oh no, there they are.
What a team we'll make.
Let's just get moving. But which way?
That way.
So let me guess. Open world, but it's a desert. Oh my god, it's the third one. It's a Naughty Dog game. It's in a desert. It's Drake's Deception.
My god, you're right.
It's Drake's Deception before Drake's Deception.
Was all your stupid idea.
Could this mean that the third Last of Us is going to take place in a desert?
Oh my god, it probably will. You know, we're probably not going to get that till like 2030. Because they're working on something else now, and it's like it's supposed to be like there's rumors that it's going to be an open world futuristic sci-fi game.
You're holding the vital section of the industrial area.
And that's like,
My men are getting their
what?
The KG have a new leader. We're trying to find out who it is.
I'm afraid I've got.
Remind me, what did Sucker Punch make?
Large group of surviving
They made Sly Cooper,
in another section of the
Ghost of Tsushima,
Destroyed core.
It appears the strongest
Infamous.
metalheads have survived.
Infamous, yeah, that one.
Battle for the city has just begun.
So, was Sly
blaming
Cooper
you,
open
Jack.
world?
Don't believe so. But I haven't played it. Totally should at some point.
Right.
I'm just wondering whether, like, because, you know, often games
That would be nice.
studios, they'll do, you know, all of, you know, it's not very often that Naughty Dog have done an open world game. they wanted to with part 2 of Last of Us, but it ended up becoming too big, so they just decided to make that one open world section, like with the two Uncharted, more recent Uncharted, with just that one open world section.
And the surviving metalheads have expanded their hold on the west side. We're losing
Oh, these are loads of
ground.
flashbacks.
The council's meeting tonight in emergency session. Rumblings about you, Jack. It doesn't look good. They think your friendship with Crew helped the metalheads get into the city.
You don't believe that, do you? What's in the
Wait, so are these your allies in the war, and they've all turned on you?
The palace. They're looking for something, and I have no idea.
Tell you what, when we get to the menu, I'll like do a recap, explain all of this.
Yeah, because like I can see those people that just banished Jack in a ship, but they like, I don't know.
Over here. Jump.
Previously on Jack and Daxter. Do you call them Jack and Daxter 1, 2, and 3, or do you call it Jack and Daxter and then Jack 2 and Jack 3?
By the precursor.
I think I called them Jack 1, Jack 2, and Jack 3.
Oh wow, fuck Daxter then. God.
Well, he did get his own
Looks like we
game.
found some live ones.
Which you've never played.
Barely.
I played a bit of it.
Okay, which you didn't like.
Who gave you this? We'll take them with us. Let's move. I smell a storm coming.
Look at that segue. Isn't that cool?
I smell a storm coming. To the menu, I'm guessing. Yeah, Jack 3. Set in a desert. Okay, give us the recap.
Basically, so basically the recap is we killed Core, who was the leader of the Metalheads, but you know that didn't actually kill all the Metalheads.
Cost?
So all the Metalheads are still like trying to attack the city. They want to get at something, and also someone is leading the Crimson Guard and making a bunch of death robots, and
As you do.
as you do, and basically you've got Jack and his friends as one faction. You got the Crimson Guard death robots, and you've got the Metalheads, and they're all fighting each other in the city, trying to get the Metalheads specifically are trying to get at something, which as Jack flew away in that section in that second flashback, I think it was some of the ground got blown up, and we saw loads of like precursor stuff underneath the city. So there's that. But in the background, that nasty bloke Count Vega was mobilizing the council to banish Jack, probably because he thinks Jack's going to get in the way of whatever nasty evil politics he wants to get going on in there. Jack and his friends protested, but sadly didn't have enough political power to stop them from, sending Jack to the wasteland. So
Yeah.
that's fun. And yeah, as you saw right at the end, he gets picked up by some Mad Max people, and here we are. Here we are. And yeah, it's been
Mad Max
maybe
people.
a couple of months, I think. So it's quite a more of a direct sequel than the 2-year time skip that we had between Jack 1 and 2.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, that is. I think that's everything. Let's begin.
Empty save file.
I love water. Oh, yes. It's so good. Desert bed.
Well, you've come back from the dead, have you? And my monks were ready to pray for you. I am Damus, king of Spargus.
Spargus? Wait, nobody lives outside Haven's walls. Not a whole city.
Ah, yes. We are the Forgotten Ones. Haven City's refuse, thrown out and left to die. Just as you were. But now that you have been saved, your life belongs to the people of Spargus. And we will use it well, if it's actually worth anything.
Hey, that sounds like a bad deal.
You are in no position to deal. Out here, everything is either useful or dead weight. Prove yourselves worthy, or the desert will be your grave.
You need to work on making a better first impression.
In the unforgiving wasteland, we value strength and survival above all. We will see where you stand soon enough. Complete your training, then enter the arena. Just the bravest crawl out and are allowed to stay in Spargus. It's quite simple, really.
What happens to the ones that don't crawl out?
Then it will be as if we never found you.
I was afraid of that.
Hail, all citizens of Spargus! Welcome to the Arena of Death, where we get to watch other people wet themselves in fear. These halls will once again...
Welcome to the Arena of Death. I was about to say area, and then I realised that's not what the subtitle was saying. And yeah, Arena of Death is something that sounds a lot more scary than Area of Death.
Pecker, there you are. Where were you? Deimos says I am to be his new counselor. He says my wisdom will serve him well. Oh yeah, and Deimos also says that you two are likely to die in the arena today. And he hopes your death is very...
Will you stop that? Deimos can talk for himself.
He is right. You will most likely die. And yes, Pecker is my new advisor.
Unlike you, some people appreciate my talents. It beats working for a living. I saw a few of the fights earlier. Ooh, not a pretty sight.
How annoying is the voice of that bird? I just get the feeling that it's going to be an annoying voice.
It's a little scratchy. Yeah.
Wait, scratchy as in like it sounds like the voice actors smoked a pack a day, or like grating, that kind of like scratching a chalkboard type of annoying?
I mean, it's mostly when he's like making the bird noises, which he does occasionally make. But yeah, this is where it'll give me the tutorial that I don't need because I played the 2 previous games in the series. And honestly, who would start on Jak 3? You would have no idea what was going on.
Bradley, guess which Uncharted I started playing with?
3.
Yep.
Did you have any idea what was going on?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much its own self-contained story.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like that applies to that more than the... Well, certainly Jak 3 after Jak 2 is just... There's so much you don't know if you haven't played Jak 2.
The candidates have won the challenge.
In the desert, in the desert,
Anyone can make a few measly
the
jumps.
fountains, in the desert.
Readjust the matterformers. Prepare the arena for full combat.
Prepare the arena for full combat.
I just said that.
I know, I was just adding, you know, how you do the thing with the... Anyway, prepare the warriors.
You mean we have to fight against actual people? With actual weapons? Who actually want to hurt us?
Fine, bring him on.
All right, that's it. I want to be on his shoulder.
Yeah, so you get your gun a lot quicker in this game. I really think the control stick is the wrong way round. That's bugging me.
What is it? Wait, what? Tell me.
The camera stick. I'm gonna have to change that. Where's the options? Okay. Camera options. Flip that. Ah, that's more like it. Okay, that's more like it. Just nice and easy. Oh, whoops. That's what I get for saying nice and easy, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
that's weird. That blew up.
The lava is rising. Do you need to be worried about that?
Not massively. Right, and then once you get down to 5, it's like, okay, now Dark Jack tutorial real quick. And by tutorial, I mean it just makes you go into Dark Jack mode.
He's looking a little bit, evil. Cole McGrath, that's his name.
Oh, yeah. I always find that funny about that. It so badly wants you to be Dark Jack for this that if you untransform, it just automatically puts you back in.
Something you're not telling us, Animal Man?
He has been touched with dark
That is
evil,
odd.
my liege.
I've got to be honest.
Our boy here gets all mean and nasty when you piss him off. So don't piss him off.
So, Bradley, what have you been watching
And
recently?
he is dangerous, and that could be useful. Your bravery has earned
Sadly,
you
I've been
first
watching
battle
the
amulet. If
live-action
you are victorious
Yakuza show.
in 2 more arena fights, you will earn your citizenship.
There are less words in the English language that make me feel so just a depth of despair, quite like Yakuza live-action series.
Really? How come?
Hey, what do I get?
Do you not think that just sounds really, really sad?
What, Yakuza live action? I mean, it's supposed to be
Based on a
crime
video
drama.
game, innit?
Oh, yeah, well,
I feel like
they just had to not mess it up. That's all they had to do, not mess it up. And
Let me
what
guess,
did they
they
do?
messed it up.
They messed it up.
they flew too close to the sun.
Oh yeah, the precursor orbs in this game, it's an actual full-on shop in your menu for upgrades and Easter eggs. The Easter eggs are down as crazy stuff, where you've got all the...
That is a hell of a list.
Yeah. There's some really good stuff in here as well. Like, you see, some stuff which, you know, you can just have as you're going through the game, and then stuff that only unlocks when you beat the game for New Game Plus type things, like, you know, infinite ammo and all of that.
Those were some sweet moves in the arena, boy. But a little more choke, and you would have popped, eh?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you talking to him?
No, I'm conversing with me sweet departed mom. Of course you borehead. You two are from the Big Smoke, eh?
Who's asking?
The guy who runs this place, that's who. Cleaver's the name. You blokes stick with me.
Of course,
and
this
I'll
guy's
take
name
care
is
of you.
Cleaver.
In fact, I've got a job for you right now. Ride me
Cleaver?
Leaper Lizard here and catch a few of those little buggers that have been raiding me.
Dramatically edgy. Is he voiced by Travis Willingham?
And I'll let you drive one of me racing vehicles.
Well, he's a Mad Max
If
person,
Amos
so of
ever
course
lets you
he's
leave
got
the city.
I think we can handle
an
that.
aggressive name like Cleaver.
I hate riding animals. Make me chafe.
Yeah, so, I mean, the thing is, like, when I say all they had to do was not mess it up, is the Yakuza series is, I mean, it's already a crime drama. It's already a crime drama series. And it's already invoking loads of the Yakuza movie and Yakuza TV show tropes. Like, it's already doing that. All you have to do is take those and put them into a show instead. Like, just take all of the game stuff out and you're pretty much golden.
There's another one. Did someone miss
Oh
that
man.
Big sad. Big
sad. Yeah, because there was a movie in 2007, I think, which was a bit divisive. Because it was a little more campy than people expected, is my understanding of the situation.
Keep looking.
But at
I
least
see
it
another
looked.
one.
At least it was. Oh, someone is shooting at me. Yep, that is going to happen.
One
Yeah,
more.
these guys,
One other
if you bump into them, they'll just get pissed off and start shooting at you. Like, the citizens of Spargus are I mean, god damn, it's like America or
you
something
missed
with
him.
all these guns around.
You got it.
Hold on.
Ooh, nasty.
America's only gonna get worse in the few years. coming up.
America. Land of the free.
Which diseases are you gonna
Find the last one, Jack.
suddenly come down with when they start conscripting people for the World War III? Because I mean, fucking Trump.
Flipping heck.
Jesus. Oh, he wants to start bombing people. Fucking Russia and Ukraine's gonna go to shit. Israel is bombing everyone. So, like, something's gonna go wrong here. Like, there's no way. You know, there's no fucking, and Britain always gets involved.
Well, if it comes to that, I'd like to believe I wouldn't just dodge that, so to speak.
Yeah.
All we need is one more.
Not intentionally, at least.
Did someone miss their breakfast?
Press try.
Not bad, folks. Maybe me food stores will last a little longer now. If Deimos ever gives you a pass to leave the city, I'll let you take one of me rides for a spin. See you around, newbies.
This dude's so behind the times. He's saying like, oh, if Deimos ever gives you a pass to leave the city, then maybe I'll let you ride one of me cars. And it's like, yeah, sure, that's great. I wonder what this is.
It's one of me cars.
Do
you remember that? Did you ever have Vine, or did you just watch kind of?
Oh, I just watched the
see
clips
it
on
secondhand?
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm in my mum's car.
Get out my car.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best were the Vine compilations on YouTube, and then sometimes you get compilations for a specific like creator.
Yes.
Well. Oh god, it makes you play this mini game right now. Like we've barely started. Okie dokie though. I guess we're playing the silly mini game. I have to talk to Avatar Aang real
Check out
quick.
these funny dudes, huh? Nice threads. I didn't know Rubbo was back in. What are you working on, monk boy?
It is none of your concern, animal.
Look, Coloring Book, we've had a hard week. Don't push it.
The arena shows all, Dark One. Hate consumes your eyes.
Great. Thanks for the tip.
It will destroy you, just as
Avatar
these destroy
Aang.
themselves.
It doesn't look like any precursor crap we've seen.
These artifacts are an abomination. One fell on the great volcano. We sent an expedition to the mountain, but my monks never returned. Ill tidings sing in the wind. I fear the remaking of the world is at hand.
I think you've been out in the sun a little too long. Let's go, Jack.
You must leave this place. Heroes think they can save the world when they themselves are lost. You could not possibly understand the dark forces at work here.
Don't talk to me about dark powers. I want to know what this is. Stand back.
Well, those are spooky prophecies of death. The remaking of the world. But regarding that thing about Cleaver and not knowing that we had a gate pass, it is the case, I've heard, that this game had some troubled development, so to speak.
What happened?
I don't know, maybe they just didn't have as much time as they thought they did or something, but...
You cracked it, Jack.
Don't touch it. Dark Eco.
I'm gonna continue that thought, it's just a cutscene's on right now.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Those are solid eco crystals. It has been passed
He's got an
down
egg.
through time that they
There's
power
always an
the
egg in these games, isn't there?
technologies.
Gotta get
Strange.
the...
ancient dialect, the earliest precursor for
Nice little egg.
something about reclaiming this unfinished world.
Those look like coordinates, like the ones from...
It is picking up a very powerful signal.
I don't think we're gonna like what this thing is yapping to.
Even you cannot save us from this, hero.
Hey, I'm the real hero here. You can call me Orange Lightning.
You may carry the color of our creator's animal, but we have plans to save ourselves. Stay out of our business. You and Orange Lightning are not welcome here.
That character Seam in particular. There's one cutscene near the end of the game, and I never noticed it, but maybe I'll notice it this time. Seam's last cutscene in the game, he's speaking in a very raspy voice, allegedly, and that's apparently because originally he was going to be dying in that scene. In the final version of the game, he is not dying in that scene. Like, you know, all good type thing. Like, not even, like, injured or anything, just straight up, like, A-OK. So that's something. They just evidently changed too close to actually being able to re-voice the line. But yeah, I'm really surprised with how much foreshadowing there is in this already, despite that. It did actually have a different writer, so I hear, to the first two games, and usually that doesn't pan out. But
Right, yeah.
I think this did a reasonably good conclusion to the trilogy.
Great stink of the precursors. I got 2 words for you. Toothbrush.
Nice rides.
You like what you see? We use these babies to make runs into the deep desert to retrieve artifacts. Tough wheels for tough
Seems to
work.
be,
You said we
as long as you're enjoying it, that's the main
I
thing.
did, didn't I? But not one of those. Those are for the big boys. You can use that one.
What a runt!
Seems to fit you.
Get in, Dax. I'll drive.
Care to wager a little something on a race, then? If you win, I'll let you keep that little vehicle for as long as you live. And if I win,
I don't have anything.
I'd say that yappy rodent of yours is a bit bony, but skinned and buttered, he'd make a nice treat. My vehicle against him.
Forget it, buddy. Jack would never...
Done. What? Don't worry. If there's one thing I can do, it's race.
That is... God. So, I don't know if you were watching that part, but Cleaver's letting us use this little buggy, and we're going to have a race against him. If we win, we get to keep the buggy. If we lose, he's going to eat to Daxter.
I mean, to be fair, that sounds like a win-win to me.
But, yeah, Jack agrees on the grounds that he's just that good at racing.
Even when it comes to little go-kart things instead.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Chill out, Daxter. I'm really good at racing.
And Daxter's like, you're not the one being stewed. And Jack's like, I'm sure he wouldn't stew you. You'd definitely be more tasty roastable.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Something that people like to make fun of regarding Cleaver here is, well, I suppose actually maybe he's just trying to be somewhat honourable, because he's taken, because all of those cars that we're eventually going to unlock belong to him, or at the very least he can use any one he wishes, and he's chosen the second shittest car. Instead
Which,
of like,
sounds fair to me.
Instead of one of the good ones. But, you know, maybe he is just being honourable. I do like this race bit. God, it can be
a little bit tasty.
yeah. How's that Left Behind going?
I died once immediately, and I'm playing it very slowly, and I can't fucking find resources to make a health pack. I've just slow killed every enemy in the second to last encounter. The last encounter is fucking long, and annoyingly, all these arsehole is permadeath as well, so it's like, it's not, you fail an encounter, you restart the encounter, you restart the section.
Now, this is gonna out me as such a fake fan. Oh wow, that was really smart.
What, outing yourself as a fake fan?
More the fact that I'm now sideways. Okay, I'll just have to be really good at the last lap so that I don't lose. Now, where was I? Oh, yes.
You're outing yourself as a fake fan.
Yeah, I'm outing myself as a fake fan by forgetting that Left Behind was more than just the flashback sequences with Riley.
Yes, it's also the modern day stuff where Ellie looks for a med kit for Joel, and in playing it on grounded permadeath, I've realised there's so many places where she could literally just climb the fence and not go through the super dangerous areas with all the infected and human enemies. If she just climbed over a fucking railing, my life would be so much better.
Because I was sitting there thinking, like, God, how hard could it be? There's just like that one infected, and then like there's a chase sequence, and then nothing else can really get you. And there's like, oh wait, oh yeah, the whole bit with all those other like
all of the
human
cannibals.
enemies.
Yeah, I mean, fucking yeah. This final section is possibly harder than... I mean, also you're playing as Ellie, who cannot take a hit. Like, you can't punch people as Ellie, you can slice with your knife, but it's shit in the first game. So it's a little bit upsetting. And also, FYI, it normally takes 45 minutes to complete Left Behind on a regular difficulty and not on Grounded. I think I've done it before on Grounded, just not with permadeath. I am now at the 2-hour 10 mark.
Enjoy for now, Skimmer. I said you could keep the
this
vehicle
is
for as long
not
as
my
you
best
live.
day.
Well, we'll see how long that is, mates.
Gotta be honest, not my best day. And there ain't no fucking snacks or anything.
Oh yeah, you can go first person in the cars in this game. I forgot about that.
Oh, I like first person in cars is always such a good idea.
Whee! Oh, there's this car we're gonna get later that jumps really high, and something that me and my brother used to love doing was just going into first person, putting on the super fast car cheat. Well, unlockable. I call it cheat, but that's what it calls it in the menu. And then like boosting off a ramp and then just going crazy in the air.
I can hold my own.
This one will be of use to us, Deimos. I think you should keep him for now.
Can it, Pecker?
There are a number of artifacts to be found in the wasteland. Fresh storms churn the sand and reveal items that have been buried for centuries. Take the vehicle and find as many items as you can before the storms come again. And one more thing. If you get caught in the storms, they will tear the flesh from your very bones.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Okay, so now we're going to go and get some items that the storms are churning up in the desert. Stuff that's been buried for years. Centuries, maybe. But we'd better do it before the timer hits 0, or the storm will tear the flesh from our very bones. So those are pretty bad sandstorms, honestly.
We got an artifact. Cool.
Fuck! I had so little health, I just got grabbed from behind and that was all it took. God damn.
Well, you could always play through it on very easy mode for catharsis. A nice little thing that happens in this one. Wow, that was just... I'm extremely upset at this turn of events. I'm likely going to not survive. But, you never know. Also, you get to see the artifacts as you pick them up. And occasionally one of them's a power cell from the first game. The little ball with the things flying around it.
Yeah, no, I remember the how long was between the first game and the third game? Both releases and when you played them. How long was it?
The weird thing was, I played the first game, and then we got the second game shortly after, probably when it released. Which I think was 2002 or 2003. This game's definitely 2004 because it said so at the start. As for that, yeah, that was when I was like a kid, like 10 or 11 kind of thing. And then, weirdly enough, even though this game came out, like, oh, that tree was firmer than I was expecting it to be.
Random thing said out of context. I love it.
Where's the last artifact, Jack?
Wait, where was I? Oh yeah, but then for some reason we just didn't get the third game. I didn't even know it existed for ages.
Oh.
And then found out about it. I was like, oh shit, there was a third game, and just kind of bought it. And I was, and I think I was an early, maybe mid-teenager by then. I'd say 15 at the later. Yo, dude, can you stop trying to drive me out of the road? Probably 15 at the latest, I'd say. But still, like, a surprisingly long amount of time. Well, it felt like that, but you know...
Time is...
Time lasts longer when you're a kid.
Yes. And now you're a grizzled adult.
Well, I hope I'm not quite grizzled yet, but... I mean, I've got a lot of life left in me. Oh, okay.
Good work. That was close.
Oh, are you beginning to care? Deimos says...
My concern was for the artifacts. And
You've been known to grizzle on occasion.
That armor you found, it is very rare indeed.
Wait, seriously? Holy shit.
Armor Mar once wore in his battles for this planet long ago.
Sorry, I just went on my phone and, apparently Crash 3 was released today, 26 years ago.
What, actually today?
Yeah, November...
Oh, that's funny. 7th. 8th. 8th is the 8th today.
Oh, yeah. But we just got some precursor armor. Gauntlets. Which... just means you have 2 extra life points.
Cool.
Also, they do show up on Jack's model, and he does get visibly more armored as the game goes on, and he gets more pieces of the precursor armor. So, yeah. I think that's cool as heck.
Yeah, we thought we'd hang out.
That does sound pretty cool.
This isn't a game.
We get like a Metal Gear kind of look.
I am Seam. We monks are sworn to discover and protect the secrets of the precursors.
Sorry, they just did the thing.
Oh, they looked at the screen. Right, yeah.
Yeah. This is like, because Seam says, this isn't a game!
Wasn't there something like that in the second one as well?
Game rights. It was game rights. He was reading. Daxter was reading out the reading out Crew's
Just show us where the starting line is.
where he was gonna get all of his advertisements and stuff from, and apparently he was getting the game
yeah, he was
rights.
selling the rights to Jak and Daxter, the game and movies and shit.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Game rights.
You've gone too far there, you bastard.
Like, of course, Last of Us needed to do it in a more subtle way, so that was just, let's just put Uncharted in on a PS3.
Yeah.
can't exactly have... What? Oh, god damn it. How come when you touch them, you get hit, but then...
When they touch you,
Yeah.
they don't get bounced back. Because
Yeah.
it's the game and you're the protagonist. Can you hear that at all?
Depends. What am I supposed to be hearing?
You can normally hear her.
Oh, is it Martha?
Yeah. Give me some lip. I'm giving her some fuss, and she is purring up a storm, but she's also going, ow!
Oh. Did you get bitten?
No, she did that, you know, when cats shake their ears really quick, and then if there's anything nearby, they just get whipped by an ear at 90 miles per hour. I just got that. So, Bradley, tell me your thoughts on Agatha, and I will be right back.
Oh yeah.
We kicked the scaly tail. Back off, you filthy
The
animal.
first thing was probably that I probably took it more seriously than it's supposed to be.
Light and dark, when combined, form great energies. Be careful with them. And when you die, do be kind enough to give them back.
I don't plan on it. Why are you so obsessed with death?
Because of that, the Daystar approaches, and every day it grows brighter. This planet's final trial is coming.
I probably built up too much expectation in my head for, like, you know, the show, because, like, I actually really liked Agatha in WandaVision, and I was, as you know, I was properly thinking, oh, this show's gonna be great. And then, you know, when they spent so much time on the Witch's Road and everything, and I was like, oh, isn't Agatha gonna get to go out and do some badass things? And she was a bit sneakier than I was expecting, honestly. I mean, yeah, she's like a villain, but I don't know, it's really starting to sound like I had strange expectations for the show. The show was terrible. It didn't specifically fit the idea I had in my head of it before I watched it. I mean, for what it was, you know, like, it was pretty funny, and there was some good moments.
I think these are all fair comments.
Great, we have
I
to
do
talk to
feel
this
like,
person.
yeah, you went into it with expectations, and I had absolutely none other than the stuff that I couldn't avoid seeing on social media by waiting for it all to be out.
You've got some proving to do.
So,
Intercept those bad boys and give them hell. Who knows? You might even get a few toys for your effort.
Why does it sound like you're leaving out the dangerous parts? Jack, I'm getting some nasty juju vibes here. I don't have these whiskers for nothing, you know.
Relax. We can handle a few metalheads.
Have you ever seen a wasteland metalhead?
No. Why?
Nothing. Just wondering. Go get 'em, heroes.
Have you ever seen a wasteland metalhead? Oh no, I think I'm going to lose the mission by accident. Whoops. If you blow up one of his other cars, you immediately fail the mission. But yeah, now we have to fight 4 metalheads. I'm sure they're not dangerous and scary, and oh my goodness! I mean, having played a little monster, I'm like, whoa! I do like that when you get hit by them, you just go flying and the camera, like, does that thing. Oh, this is such a wacky game.
So long in that drone, like, point of view.
Yeah, because it does, like, slow-mo effect on it as well.
Oh, yeah. It looks to me like it's all just been one long mission, or is it been multiple different things, and you just keep going back into the drones?
I've gone out and done some other missions. Yeah, well,
Right.
well, you know, like, but we haven't had like a platforming segment or a shoot or a combat segment for a while, admittedly. But we'll get no shortage of that eventually. Oh, it stood on me and I am dead. Well, I forgot that was a thing that could happen so immediately. Luckily, it saved that I killed one of them, so I've only got to kill 3.
I wish that would happen in this.
Like, he just remembers your last attempt at permadeath and is like, ah, okay, those guys can be dead when you start. You die to the last enemy and then you just get to do a permadeath with nothing in it.
Well, I'm already at no health, so
Oh,
it's not a great start.
you don't need any extra help. You're just that good.
I think you'll find I do need extra health, actually, yes. It's just so annoying that I can't climb over stuff, and I can't, mate, I haven't got any resources for a health pack. Like, I've picked up every single bit I can, but it keeps giving me like 1/4 of the stuff I need.
I forgot how stingy that one is. That Part 1 remake you're playing?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, okay.
It's definitely harder than Part 1 remastered.
Refresh my
Oh,
memory.
yeah,
Does it
and I'm
have the
dead.
dodge, or did they not put the dodge
No
in?
dodge.
No dodge.
No dodge, and they've brought in the fucking the AI. So they've made it harder because they've brought in the really smart AI from the second game without giving you the dodge. So as Ellie, if you try and punch anyone, they're just gonna grab your hand and backhand you, and that's like an instant death. And you can't dodge. You can't do shit.
So they've made the enemies more powerful, and they haven't
Yeah.
made you more powerful.
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem fair.
There was like stealth routes which I learned when I first did Grounded on Part 1, on the PS4 remaster, which is the first version I played. Like when I did the Grounded trophies on those, I did it twice through because you had to do it twice through to get both Grounded trophies. And the second time I was so good at it because I remembered all of the paths. I come to do those same like routes to avoid enemies and shit. Fucking nothing. The enemies now move to adapt to how you're playing it, so you can't use the same safe routes that you used on the PS4 version. The remake made the enemies too smart for the old stealthy routes. At least some of them, so, like, which is really annoying because it means that when you look up, you know, safe walkthroughs or safe routes, you always get the PS4 version,
And then
which doesn't help you anymore.
How much punishment is this guy going to take? Oh, it's dead. Oh no, it's not! It's coming right at me!
Metalhead Commander, report. What's happening? If you lost that cargo and you're still alive, I'll kill you myself. I want every dark eco crystal you can find. Time is short. Did you hear me? Wait, not you.
I don't like the sound of your voice.
Ha! You sure kicked sand in his face. Oh yeah, that was good.
That face looked familiar.
Now you're getting paranoid, buddy boy. Come on, Bigfoot, let's get back. This desert gives me the creeps.
So those metalheads were being commanded by someone with a familiar face and voice. But we're not quite sure who yet, because it was a hologram. I suppose the player could recognise and then know right there who that was.
Yes. Yes, they could.
Because I'm pretty sure it's the same voice actor.
That's the thing with, like, having secret people returning. If they're, you know, well-known actors who played particular roles, then there's every likelihood that it's not, you know, people are going to work out who it is before they show up again.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they never really did that with Uncharted, because it was like when Sully got introduced in Uncharted 3, it was like, we recognise the voice, and then a second later, you know, it's literally, you know, the camera just pans up and it's Sully! You know, that kind of thing. Is this a villain or an ally that they're doing the old...
villain that they're doing on.
A villain that we believed was supposed to be dead, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
One of those, something that evil always comes back. Kind of
Take down your
shebangs.
fears, defeat those who oppose you, and we will see if your skills are of use to us. The purity of the arena is our only guide.
Excuse me, Mr. Sand King. Yes, I'd like to place a complaint. We've been training hard. My feet are killing me, and I think I'm getting a hangnail. So maybe I'll just sit this one out.
Enough talk. The arena awaits.
Oh yeah, this game also throws weapon upgrades at you, because there's loads of weapons. As you can see, I now have a second red gun, which I can switch between by pressing up.
Do you have a reticule now, or is it still just random fire?
Well, you point in the general direction of the enemy, and then Jack just sorts the rest out. It's nice.
Cool.
Nice and easy. But yeah, this is the second red gun, the Wave Concussor. You charge it up, and then you make a little shockwave. It's great. Also, if you jump right as you do it, you get a higher jump. That is... I don't know how intended that is. I really don't think it is intended at all. But you know. Also, charging it up uses up more ammo. Like, so a fully charged thing is 5 shots worth of scattergun ammo. That's a thing. And because you now can tap the button to change gun, it's not just tap to put it away, you have to hold it to put it away. I'm glad they left that in, because I like being able to take out and put away weapons, even though that is, like, such a niche thing. It's like, I mean, it's not a thing you can do in like Uncharted or Last of Us. They just put their guns away after a little bit if you had them out.
Yeah. So there's actually a holster button.
Okay, we're going to the arena to fight again. Here we go. Press L2 to summon dark power. Oh yeah, insists I do a dark bomb.
That power looks pink to me. It doesn't look that dark. It's such a different game, isn't it? It's like superpowers and hulking out and whatnot.
Yeah, I could have done that a bit in the second game. I just never felt the need to.
Did they alternate with Jack and Uncharted, or did they literally do Jack 1, Jack 2, Jack 3?
Oh yeah, Jack 1,
Uncharted
Jack 2,
1.
Jack 3, Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3. Because of course the Uncharted first came out on PS3. Jack Racing was... Yeah, they did that before Uncharted, I'm pretty sure. Because it was on the PS2 and Uncharted was on PS3. So just eyeballing it, we kind of think, oh well, it's going to be that one, isn't it? shoot this last individual. Okay, I'm done. I've shot all the individuals that I need to.
Nice.
Oh yeah, a change that they made regarding Dark Jack in this game is that you can just go into Dark Jack form with any amount. In 2 you had to have a full bar, and then it'd just run out eventually. In this you can switch in and out of the form as you please.
I can't believe you two are still
Assuming you've
alive.
got, meter left.
Yeah.
Demos and I are very impressed.
Hey, Featherbutt, who appointed you king?
He did. Well, almost. Kind of a semi-king. You know, you should see our sleeping quarters and his harem of lovebirds. I never get any sleep these days. It's good to be the king, no?
I don't see no crown on that fat featherhead.
You want a crown? I'll crown you. Don't make me come down there.
Oh, this is the bit where Daxter gives him the finger.
Twirl it.
Who, Jack?
It's go time.
Daxter gave Pekka, the bird guy, the finger in that scene just then.
Wait, are you saying he gave him the finger? He gave him the bird. Sorry.
Yeah, he flipped him the bird.
I messed up that joke, didn't I? Fucking hell.
Of course, since this is a 12+, it was off screen. It's just kind of obvious that he was doing
Was it
that.
censored? It was either they had to blur it or...
Yeah, his arm is just barely off screen, so you don't actually see it. It's just very obvious that that's the case. Second yellow gun, the beam reflector, the best gun in the series, and that's because when it ricochets off walls. It's the same gun as the first yellow, as just the normal blaster, but the ricocheting off the walls things, and then it kind of sort of hones in on enemies. Which sounds pretty good already, but then you realise that you can do this with it. If you jump and spin and fire your gun, then you fire 5 shots all around you, which is pretty good normally, but when you use it with this thing, it's just a few times, you just get a full screen of death going all over the place. Very powerful, although it does use up ammo pretty quickly because it uses up a shot every time it hits an enemy, as well as firing it out of the gate. So there's that. But yeah, there's a lot of options and playstyles you can go with in this game with all the guns it gives you. Although it is admittedly a little easy to tend towards one style of oh well, this works, I'll just use this now. But I suppose that happens in a lot of games. One minute it doesn't happen in The Last of Us. If you don't use everything, you are dead. Especially grounded. My god. Wait, what does Cleaver want from me now?
Well, I just killed a clicker and got absolutely no fucking ammo off it. I love Grounded.
Jack's not a friend. Are you, Jack?
I love Grounded so much, man.
Grounded.
What's going on here?
Nothing, your lordship. Just
Like, all I'm asking for is a little bit of something every time I kill an enemy. Or every other time I kill an enemy, but nothing off an entire room of enemies, all who had guns, and then 2 clickers and 2 regular infected, is a little bit mean. I've got to be honest. A little bit mean.
And sometimes you wait until his weakness is revealed. Patience is a warrior's greatest weapon.
Is there more politics in this, one?
Jack, I want you and Cleaver to go
I feel like it looks like there's more politics in that one.
Yeah, a little bit. And a little bit more,
I need all the resources we can gather.
No problem.
a little bit more philosophical,
Quandary.
quandarying. Yes. If I do this quickly, I'll do the next mission. If not, I think I might leave it there. I wonder how far through we actually are from this stack. At least since I can go into Sand Shock now, I can just... These other, Mad Max types just shoot at you in their cars, and if you blow them up, then you can get a boost out of them, which, is useful because the wasteland is flipping enormous. It's also an island. Oh yeah. If only there were tricks like in Spyro 3. Then again, this is Naughty Dog, not Insomniac. Now, it's probably the nostalgia, but man oh man does the Spyro trilogy hold up. I only say that because I was playing the Reignited trilogy a while ago and thinking, man, this really holds up. Oh, wait a minute, this is this flipping mission. I always hated it.
There's one.
For the love of God, jump out, Daxter! Okay. So in this mission, we have to drive up to a lizard, then Daxter will jump out of it.
a lizard.
Then Daxter jumps out of it and has to control it over to a pen. It constantly runs forward. You can move left and right and jump, and then and yeah, you do that 3 times in this maze-like in this flipping maze-like town ruin that you see in front of you. Also, if I touch a wall, the lizard dies and I lose the mission. Also, if I touch any of the cacti on the floor, the lizard dies and I lose the mission.
Well, shit.
Although that's 2 done already, so maybe I'm just great at this now, and I was just a dumb kid when I played it the first time. That is, I'm increasingly finding to be the case when...
Drive up to him.
Yeah, Daxter, I'm driving. How... Am I ever actually going to say Daxter without saying... without
Jackster.
attempting to say Jackster first?
Say hello.
No! I touched cacti. Luckily, it doesn't make you do all 3. It just reloads
You
that
need to get
particular
closer,
lizard.
Jack.
So I literally drove into it. How much closer did you want me to get?
Get it cooked. You're mine.
Yeah, let me tell you, they certainly got better at AI. By the sounds of things. And turn. There we go. Easy peasy. I only lost it once.
That's right.
I have to admit, you got some talent, kid. Have another one of your vehicles. You earned it.
And straight. Would it be too much to ask for a foot rub? Nope, didn't think so.
Oh fuck!
The
I can make a health pack
Juniper.
or a Molotov. Shit! I actually finally got some ingredients, and the game's like, oh, now you have to make a choice.
Can you believe this is the first time in the game I've got the choice of 2 missions? The Dune Hopper jumps really high and fires grenades instead of bullets. And it's the one and only car that we can use to get to the temple, which has just unlocked itself as a mission, exploring the temple. Which I want to do now because I want to do it now.
Fair enough.
It's just a mission
temple.
that I like, so that's my entire reasoning.
And you're still in that bloody drone jumper thingy, which is really funny to me for some reason. Like, it's like, hey, you really want to use this, don't you? Because we're going to make it a huge part of the game.
It's even funnier if I'm in first person.
The world actually doesn't look as big as it is there, kind of weirdly.
Huh. Perspective's a funny thing.
Oh, man.
When I find out just how much perspective they used for all of the Lord of the Rings things, I was like, what? How?
Well, I mean, because those guys aren't that small, are they?
Yeah. I mean, I guess they'd have to, but still, it really makes you think. A lot of scenes like that.
I can't, but the last time I did this, I had a load of infected chasing me, and they gave me 6 bullets for free. This time I did so much better, didn't lose any health, and they've given me no bullets. They gave me 1 arrow, which I guess is possibly more useful for stealthy in the next encounter, but, like, I'd still like my 6 bullets, please.
Also, you can recover it from enemies potentially, right?
Well, not really. I mean, the fucking bow is so haphazard, and Ellie takes so long to... Remember, this is Ellie before the upgrades that she gets in part 2. So she takes ages to draw the bow back.
4 years of training.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even by the time we get to the winter, because this is set before winter, this is actually how she gets the bow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, this is... I'm gonna be so annoyed if that turns out to... I don't know.
Whoa. I jumped on that so slowly that it didn't... I didn't even know you could do that. Well, that's certainly something. Oh, I do like that platforming segment.
Seems said they lost an expedition of monks on the volcano. I bet they built these gliders to reach the top.
Yeah, lost being the operative word. If they vanished, don't you think that was a sign? Hello?
Yeah, but you've got me. All we have to do is hit those accelerator rings and we're golden.
Oh, no. See any feathers here? Looks like fur to me. No feathers, no flyer de axle. There's no way you're gonna get me on some precursor monk crap! Absolutely zippo chance! Forget it, finito! Fat chance, not gonna happen! Nope, nuh-uh, never! Yeah!
Are you fucking kidding me? I was literally healing up. I was healing.
Oh, that's pain.
Like, I was doing the fucking healing animation, someone punched me once and that was it, I was dead. I took one bullet, it was from full health to nothing. Oh, well at least I know how to do it smart now. And it's only a matter of working out how to do that last section. Fuck.
I think considering how long the rest of this mission is, and considering the fact that it'll checkpoint me after this, I think I might call it.
Yeah,
once I finish the gliding section.
You are a pterodactyl.
Yeah, we're on a glider, shooting some accelerator rings, and flying through them so that we can get to the volcano. And also we get to see...
apparently.
We get to see a lot of... we get to see the wasteland from way up high. And it's probably really low poly, but we can't tell because, you know, we're way up high. Wow, that was generous. It really didn't need to give me that one. So, was that permadeath grounded you were doing? Jeez. So that's pretty much... That, considering the upgrades, the AI upgrades, that's unequivocally the hardest version of Left Behind that there's ever been.
Yeah. I mean, it's not more difficult, but it's like more consequential if I was then doing also the hardest permadeath, which would be the entire, you know, all of Left Behind or all of The Last of Us. But my anxiety spikes so much from every time I'm on the way to an encounter that I wouldn't be able to do a full game, because every time I was approaching the encounter where I could die, and that would be the entire game reset, I would just be so... I wouldn't be able to do it. So,
yeah, and it wouldn't be any fun that way, would it?
Yeah, I kind of wish there was a version, like, I guess it kind of defeats the purpose of permadeath if it was just...
Well, now we can't go back
you
the way
know,
we came.
per
Let's go check it out.
Right behind you,
like
partner.
normal.
Far behind.
If it was, I don't know. I wish the chapters were a bit more. If it wasn't like per chapter, if it was like you could have a smaller one where it was. I don't know
Wow,
what it
I
would be,
Didn't
but
realise
like
that.
smaller sections, like because some sections are tiny and some sections are really long. Like for example, that whole fight with so for some reason the winter section where you're hunting the deer up until the end of that cutscene where you first meet David is one chapter where it's impossible to die, right?
Yeah.
And then that section with David where you're fighting all the infected, so from the moment that he first slams the door shut as the infected approach till you kill that bloater, and that's one chapter as well, right? So that's reasonable. That's a reasonably sized chapter. That's like 3 individual enemy encounters, a stealth sequence in the middle. Following that, the rest of winter is one chapter.
Oh.
So that's trying to lead the cannibals away from Joel on horseback as Ellie, getting captured by them, Joel waking up and fighting those guys and to torture them to find out where Ellie is, Ellie escaping David and having to go through the cannibal camp without any weapons, the David boss fight, Joel arriving at the thing. That is all one chapter. If you die at any point during that entire sequence, you have to go back to the start with Ellie riding on horseback. FYI, I died in a really stupid way as Joel after doing what I thought would be the hardest bit, and it took me right back to that Ellie section, which is like half an hour. I wasn't very happy that day. Left Behind, FYI, piece of piss, 45 minutes, done. It's just this like last section where it's four really intense combat encounters stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
I've been I did the rest of Left Behind in 45 minutes. This has been more than an hour and a half or something. Just on this one section. But I'm getting closer.
It's weird how much it spoils in the menus. But, yeah, I think I'll call it there. Thanks for watching. Next week we'll do more. Apparently that was 20-ish% of it, so we might it might be a 5-stream thing like Jack 2.
God damn. This feels like a smaller game comparatively then.
Yeah, it's probably just because, like, the early missions are fast, because I know how to do them, despite them being, new gameplay styles, because I've played this game before, so they're not new to me. And just generally...
so you know what you're doing a bit better.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, yes. Apologies for not being very talky. We will talk more next time, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.